This is a plugin made for let's see, it's made for Johnny Gordon, made for this book. And what Qualm did was he provided joystick setup, and it's only available in that book. It comes with a CD-ROM, so you'll have to buy that book used or get a hold of the guy himself, Johnny Gordon. Anyway, so just checking out what came with that book, and it was LightWave projects, and so this is the project files for that book. So let's go into scenes, and let's see, alternative rigs, nope, chapters, nope, joystick examples, but we're going to go for this one, Expresso. And last time I tried, it worked. This time, for some reason, like, it wouldn't load the scene properly, and I don't know why. Oh, that's the actual path. Control background PNG. And that should be here, and images, and that's the one. So I'm not sure why I just wouldn't find that. Oh, okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, what am I going to do? I'm just going to make a backup. Origin. And so let's save this new stuff. Read only. Huh. Okay, yeah. Probably because I had it from it's extracted from a CD-ROM, so that's why it's probably read-only. Apply, okay, and let's do that over again. File, save, scene. Yep. There it is. So next time I open it, it should be fine. But alright, so that's the scene, and it's pretty cool. Straightforward, really, no fuss. I guess I can, let's see, yeah. So you just drag select on these guys, or these guys here. Yeah, this main object, let's see. So it is parented to, okay, Hamish Expresso. Guess I could. Yeah, different ways to go about that, but okay. Let's do that. Hamish Expresso, and it doesn't want to select that because it's locked. Okay, well, let's try another route. Expresso. There we go. So you notice how it's not, you can't click it here, but you can click it here. And of course, you could do that by going here as well. But what I really want to do here is to say, just dissolve that object. Does that work at all? Okay. It did work, kind of. No. Okay, forget that then. Let's go for the transparency instead. Control the background, and yeah. There we go. Completely transparent. I guess that's a better way of going about it. But enough fuss in regards to that. So yeah, again, you can select these guys. But of course, you could also take this controller. Select that controller again. Where are you, Mr. Controller? There. And let's go to frame 0 and go here-ish. So what you could do, I'm not going to do it, what you could do is that you could actually place these guys on these controllers on the character himself. So that way you would have, yeah, it would work differently. I think I probably will do that. Do something like that, so that I have the controller for the eyes on the actual face itself. You've seen setups done like that. But alright, just throwing out that idea. Let's just revert this thing. Because I didn't really show you how to go about it. And I'm not going to show you how to go about it in a way, because it's a lot to work. So let's see, if I take Expresso and I go for, let's see if that works. Expresso, this is where my lack of knowledge comes in regards to IKB booster. So it's okay, so that's activated. Okay, cool. Because all of those guys here are under, all of those guys are parented to the Expresso. So that means that these guys now have booster controllers. So that's one way to go about it. So I can select these guys, but you know, I haven't activated IK booster. So how do you do that? Control B for booster, Control B. Right, so now I can move those around. No? Maybe I need to have set that to move. Yeah, there we go. You can see though that it this booster controller doesn't lock to, I mean, I can move that outside, and you shouldn't be able to do that. So you would have to get into IK Booster and set limits. I'm not going to show you that, but for some reason, well, I mean, I guess it has to do with expressions and stuff. This will move out of the view. So not in, you know, it will not move. It doesn't move out of the set view, so that's fine. As you can see, because the set channel is locked, so that's cool. That's fine. But of course, it does not stop within these boundaries. I don't really mind all that much. I mean, it doesn't really matter all that much anyway, as long as you know, you don't just go here. but so it doesn't matter all that much to me. But if you want to make limits, then you would have to do that in IK Booster itself. Because how it should work, let me just show you that. Revert the scene, and no IK Booster active, of course, when I reverted that scene. So how it should work is if I take these guys now. Why did not that background load? That is strange. Let's see. That's not the controller background. Let's see. So it's fine, but it's not showing. EPR. Okay, there we are. So it's simply not showing. Yeah, so I will have to go for texture texture shaded solid for it to show that. Not just shaded solid, but texture shaded solid. Alright, so let's just select these guys here, and okay, that didn't do much. Let's take what? Okay, so yeah. Again, this is why I'm not a fan of doing this kind of animation using regular controllers. By regular controllers, I mean this move and the rotate and size controllers, because you have to select and then adjust it, and select and then adjust it, select and then adjust. So that's just a drag, really. That's why IK Booster is tons better. I mean, that's why Pixar does use the IK Booster handles, because you can just click drag, click drag, click drag instead of doing it twice. Select, click, drag, select, click, drag, select, click, drag. Why do that when you can just click, drag, click, drag, click, drag? You know? So that by using the old-fashioned method, that actually many animators do use, you actually use, I wouldn't say twice as long, but you know, you use many more clicks. I don't know how many more, but many. That's why Pixar does use that IK Booster controller stuff. If you see people in Maya as well and Houdini, you'll see them often use these old controllers. But anyway, so this is how it works. But you know, let's do this again, and of course I'll show you the IK Booster controller. Activate that. Sorry, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, first time you do this, you actually have to make it you have to change the mode for move. What was that? No. I wish there was a faster way of changing the mode to move. You could fix that using auto hotkey, but that's one of the things really that I wish was faster using IK Booster. Also, there's a red line surrounding the actual controller. And I'm going to, yeah, let's just go with options and controller edit. And I can, no. Can't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, you hold down control and click, and that will, you see that that changes the dotted line there, so we don't need to, so it doesn't need to be all over the place. And then edit end. There we go. Alright, so again, moving this around works like that. Yeah, it's a bit slow now. I think that's because I'm using a tablet pen. But you get the idea how you could actually use IK Booster. Let's just do this faster now. How you could actually use IK Booster to do this fairly fast. So I'm just going to go like that. Go to frame 10, change some expressions there. Go to frame 20, change some expressions, and you can see how IK Booster handles does help when it comes to that. Yeah. How do I close? How do I close the mouth? There we go. Jaw up. Okay. All right. So we can see how that animates the expression. And if you were to use regular controllers like Move, that would take a long time.